So, who's taking over Star Wars? Gary? Crazy?
Why? They're so different.
I don't know. It's getting offensive by this point. Like,
It's
damn, is Scary that important to you? Like, I could understand you calling him crazy, but you never get his name wrong.
dude, I always get
He
his name
does.
wrong. I do.
He does.
Oh, and I logged in. I was playing Minecraft the other day, and I died, and I had to make the entire trek from the spawn point back
Oh.
to Scary's base.
You know what? I know
And
what
then
we're
I
doing
died
one
again, and I
second.
said, "Fuck this shit."
I know what we're doing one second. We're gonna clean up the spawn area, okay? We're gonna go into creative mode and we're gonna make
Oh,
it
I already
look
did that.
pretty. You ready to do that?
Yeah, I got a nice little hidey hole. But anyway, so John Favreau, he's he's taking over for Kathleen Kennedy finally, right?
Fuck Kathleen Kennedy.
She announced that she's going to be doing her own thing, starting her own company that deems more to her beliefs, which is cool. You know, more power to her. But one thing that was really glossed over actually happened a couple months ago but Disney never said anything.
Really?
Or Lucasfilm said anything, that they actually put Dave Filoni as creative director of Lucasfilms.
That's amazing.
So
That's
that means
badass.
that we're rating now. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, my computer's freaking out. So anything that has to do with creativity of anything in the Star Wars universe actually now has to go through him, which is amazing for the fact that he's actually George Lucas's apprentice, right? Like, if Kathleen Kennedy is Lord Sidious in the universe, right? Dave Filoni is George Lucas's Jedi apprentice. He was
I'm for
the
this.
actual one hand chosen by George Lucas to head up Clone Wars. He's one of the only people at Lucasfilm that has actually sat next to George Lucas as he wrote a story.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
that's amazing.
Yeah, like him and George Lucas wrote Clone Wars together, and he put Dave Filoni in charge of it.
That's awesome. It's so nice not to hear like Star Wars fans bitch about something. You know, like it was warranted for sure, but it's nice to hear people excited about Star Wars.
Oh yeah. So, and one of the other big announcements that has come out because of this is that Mara Jade will now be appearing in the Star Wars universe.
What is that?
So she is a dark side acolyte that falls in love with Luke Skywalker, and they have babies.
Mm-hmm.
So, coming from George Lucas himself through Dave Filoni, they are going to bring the Skywalker children and Mara Jane into the TV universe.
Yeah, she appeared in Legends as a wife of Luke and mother of Ben Skywalker. She was voiced by Heidi Shannon. I had to look it up to see if she had appeared in anything like related to Star Wars other than just the books, the now non-canon extended.
And Puzzle was really excited to hear the top casting is for.
Who stopped casting?
You know this one. Is the top cat.
Is it gonna be Captain Marvel? No, right?
Okay, so Kathleen Kennedy wanted it to be Brie Larson. Brie Larson was the top pick under Kathleen Kennedy, but Jon Favreau has made a different decision. And
honestly, probably the best choice.
Yeah, it's like the best Scots woman on the face of the earth.
Lucy Liu?
I'm
just kidding.
No, I'm waiting for Puzzle to.
Is it Donna?
Not Donna.
The other one. Oh, Karen Gillian.
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Yeah, she's the lead pick at the moment.
Not me Googling who that is.
She.
What up, JD?
Karen, wasn't her last name Gilliam? Is it Gilliam?
Gillian.
Oh, she was
Uh,
in a Jumanji.
She is also
Yeah,
in
it's Nova. Nova.
yeah.
Doctor
Mhm.
Who.
She's also in Doctor Who. She was also Nova
Mhm.
in Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Sorry, not Nova.
Fun
Other.
fact about Doctor Who and Karen in Matt Smith's last episode when they both whenever she appeared to him and he was having his last words to her, they're both wearing wigs.
They're both wearing wigs.
They both had shaved heads, yeah.
I think that's Star Trek. Right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's Star
Enterprise?
Trek. The
That's Star
USS
Trek.
Enterprise.
Yeah.
I'm
Scary
just trying to
over
fit
here
in with you
confuse us.
nerds. Scary.
Everybody was really excited that the fact that they're actually going to give Luke a story now. But this is all supposed to come out by 2023. So I think they're going to do the whole tell the story up front and then play it out backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see him take Grogu to the school and his wife and kids are going to be there, and then they're going to tell the story out of how
I
they
love
got there.
that. I love that. You know, a lot of people
That'd
are
be
like, the
great.
Skywalker, story arc is over, but I'm really excited about this.
I mean, if you subscribe to the theory that Palpatine was the one that created Anakin,
Mm-hmm.
right? He influenced the Force to create life, which was Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Then the way the Rise of Skywalker ends makes sense in a way because his granddaughter then fixed his mistake in a way. Like he created a wound in the Force and she fixed it. But that's really stupid. That movie should have ended where they flipped sides and then they started the next storyline on. Like Rey needs to be a Sith. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. She came in good, or Ben came in bad. She came in good. They had the whole thing, and then they swapped places. Ben is now the hero. That's how it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Driver can carry a series. The chick that played Daisy, what's her name?
Daisy Ridley.
Something. Daisy Ridley can't carry a series. She's a good actress for a movie, but I don't see her carrying a carrying actor.
Yeah, like if you really look at the last 3 films that have come out, you don't really see a lot of character progression from her, but you do see an enormous amount of progression from Adam Driver, especially in the way he acts or how he evolves his acting between every movie. He grows into the characters where Daisy Ridley kind of just, I'm here to act.
Plays the character.
I need to go back. No, I'm going back.
Yeah, I think she played the part in the first one, but by the time that third one came around, it was just she was going through the moves.
Yeah, and you could really tell.
And
Go ahead.
And even if you're not a Star Wars fan, by the end of that series, the lightsaber battles alone spoke for the series.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like DJ said that Revenge of the Sith was his favorite. 90% of people probably like the last 20 minutes of that movie more than anything. And that's because it's a work of art, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that was blood, sweat, and tears went in to make that. The final lightsaber fight of Rise of Skywalker is just
abysmal.
Sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason that Kylo Ren didn't just murder all of them. Right? Like, even if they're that strong in the Force, he at least would have known a form, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ideally, he probably would have leaned off Form 7, which is more of a dark side user's form.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I froze. I actually didn't know that there was like 7 different types of forms of how to like wield the lightsaber, and I saw on TikTok like the different ways, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, and so that's like some of the frustration right there.
Yeah, I was really upset when they were just flinging around lightsabers in the last 3 movies like they were just kids with sticks. Like I wanted to see flair.
Ahsoka is like form is just so beautiful. But I think I liked Anakin's form so much better because it was fluid.
So he's
It's
form 4, I believe,
Yeah.
if I
Mhm.
remember correctly. And Ahsoka is a variation of form 4
I think
because
it's
that
like
was her
grade
master.
4. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
'Cause-
that was what it said. So I think Count Dooku used form 2, I believe, which is the duelist form. But like Anakin mastered form 4 that way nobody else has ever done, right? Because of who he was. And I guess the way he went about it, he kind of was, a warrior the whole time. So, but
yeah.
like again, Ahsoka, I was so excited when she came on, and they played her almost correctly, right? Like the actress, I always forget, Rosario Dawson, she plays her perfectly.
Hmm.
The attitude that they came out of the Mandalorian was a little off, I think. Like
Yeah.
Ahsoka's a little bit more cocky. Like she's the wise, but she has that, like she's called Snips for a reason, right?
Hmm.
Because she's snippy. And
I
it
saw that
just
in Clone
wasn't
Wars.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just wasn't there just yet.
but wouldn't you assume that the natural maturity of Ahsoka would have gone higher as she got older, as she kind of experienced the universe a little more without the protection of the Jedi and the clones? I mean, that can do a lot to a
Yeah,
person. So
no,
I was happy
and
with
you
the
could see that.
maturity.
Yeah, you could see that in her growth, but again, you wouldn't lose a key
Hmm.
characteristic. It would just morph or change a little bit. Like you would still expect it to be there.
Hmm.
And she was just a lot more, I guess, caring and loving than like I expected that to be
Yeah.
there, but also a little bit of a smartass.
A little
Yeah, I
bit of
see
an
Like
that.
edge.
the fact that she said, "I am no Jedi," like she should have at least said that once, right? Like she shouldn't have even claimed Jedi because she chose to leave the order.
Hmm. After
And you
exile,
can
but yeah.
be, yeah. She didn't exile; she chose to leave because she was framed
Hmm.
for murder. And she
Shut up.
said, if the
Dun, dun,
Jedi's aren't going to
dun.
trust her, then she doesn't want to be one. So it wouldn't make sense for her just to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm the Jedi." Well, like if she would have shown up and be like, "Oh no, I'm Ahsoka," and then lit up her fucking lightsabers, it would have been perfect.
Boosh. No, he doesn't. Scary.
Nah.
Not yet, anyway.
That's a great question, Scary. We'll find out next time.
So I think they're gonna lead two ways, right?
Hmm.
Either the sequel trilogy was a nightmare force vision that Luke had, or they're gonna use the veil of the force to change time.
Mm-mm. It'd be really cool to see the Veil of the Force because we don't really get to see that a lot. But I mean, a force-driven dream by Luke would be really interesting to. I'd like to see how they pull that off.
So you said 2023 is when we'll get to see this?
That's the scheduled date so far. So that's kind of quick for them. I mean, even Kenobi has been in production for years at this point.
Probably be on Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll most likely be a collaborative piece with the next chapter of The Mandalorian, which is supposed to follow Boba Fett,
The Book of Boba.
the Book of Boba.
Now, Boba has his own. The Mandalorian's a separate entity.
Oh yeah.
They stated that they're going to keep it completely separate.
Okay.
Like,
Yay.
the Book of Boba will be in the same universe, but their stories will be separated.
I have like questions about the whole like Mondo thing of like him having the dark saber. So like what happens now? Like they need to answer that at least. And then they
He's the
can end the
Mandalore.
series.
Yeah.
The
He is the
Mandalore.
Mandalore now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the ruler of Mandalore.
Oh my god, that sounds
So,
amazing. Scary.
yeah, so in
Or is
essence,
it?
Yes.
all Mandalorians, if they meet him, he's their king now. They should bow before him. But
Even the religious.
Bo-Katan is actually the rightful ruler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because her lineage is royalty, right?
Yeah, her sister Satine was the last leader, or last, well, before Darth Maul killed her and took over Mandalore, her sister Satine was the last ruler.
So this is what they should do. Hear me out. Bo-Katan and the Mandalore get married. They both rule the Mandalore.
That's not the way it works.
Well, I mean, there's no, they would have to rebuild Mandalore, but yeah, it'd be like that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
And Grogu's just there.
Contributed.
All I know is that Grogu needs to show up in his little Mandalorian helmet.
Oh my god.
Yes. With his ears sticking out or ears in?
Ears
I don't
sticking
know.
out.
Would they be sticking out, or would they be part of the helmet? Would like the helmet
Ooh.
have its own ears that his ears slide into?
Yeah, I like that.
It's
Scary
like
would sell his
a
fucking child.
two-part helmet.
No, honestly, if they ever made a Star Wars game that's No Man's Sky but Star Wars in the Star Wars universe,
I'd buy it
they
so
would
fast.
be bajillionaires.
Mm-hmm.
They would never want for money ever again.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Start building it.
We
Make
just
us some
need.
money.
We
It's
just
copyrighted.
we just.
All right, I will sue your ass,
God
Disney.
damn it. We just need an update to oh my god, the old oh my god, I can't think of the game. It came out on PS2 and GameCube and everywhere else. No, can't think of it.
Battlefront 2.
Not Battlefront 2. The Old Republic. We need an update to the Old Republic. That's the game we need an update to. But MMO Old Republic.
See, so that's the annoying part, is that Kathleen Kennedy is still going to be in charge of all the High Republic stuff.
Oh, fuck Kathleen Kennedy.
Let her go already at this point. Everybody hates her.
Yeah, we hate her.
And the worst part is the High Republic is the story of Yoda's life.
Oh.
Like he lived his 1,000 years was the High Republic.
Mm-hmm. Will we ever get backstory on Yoda? Find
George
out
Lucas
here.
says no.
We can speculate wildly.
Yeah, but find out here on the Naked Pod when we find out.
We can just channel our Joan Calamezos.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna sit here drunk off my ass.